Yes. Welcome back to Law Factor Live. We're talking about wills and the things that you should be thinking about. We're going to be opening the phone lines now if you'd like to give us a call, but as we're waiting for the calls to come through, I'm going to go through some of your questions. Straight to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Law Factor Live.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Can somebody make a will on a mortgage property since it's not paid off yet?
Yes. Yes, you can. It's your property. It's as long as you own it, whether there is a, what do you call it, encumbrance or mortgage or anything like on it, yes, you can. Your heirs take it with the mortgage payments, but yes, you can.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for your call. And here's a question. If you are in a common law relationship for the last 8 years and you purchase or build a house, what are the rights of both parties if there is a parting of ways?
Well, first line of advice, if you're in a common relationship, try not to enter into that type of situation. It's very untidy. Both parties can claim, you can under the law claim your interest. Whatever you have contributed to the property, you can claim your interest and ask for a because you have to ensure that both names are on the land register, because you do not own the house, you own the land that the house sits on. So you want to ensure that your name is on the land register.
But let me just ask this, because I know you're answering the question, but really it doesn't pertain to a will.
No, because
it doesn't pertain to a will.
In that case, it would be better if there is a will, so that if one predeceases the other, it is clear that that house goes to that other person, etc.
Right. I think that's what you need to know.
Ways,
yes. All right then. Here's another one. Delia. Okay. Call. Hello. Welcome to Law Factor Live. Hello. Hello.
Yes. I'd like to know. Hold on 1 second. Yes. I'd like to know if you make a will for somebody, and along the line, probably you realize what you are expecting from the person, you're not seeing it. And can you change it?
Yes. Yes. A will can be changed at any point in time. A later will will always revoke an earlier will.
Okay.
Always.
Can somebody fool somebody into making a will for them?
Fool somebody? It
Yes,
has happened.
Like pretend to the like make the person believe I will be there for you. You are sick, I'll be there for you, and they never do it.
That is true. That happens to a lot of people. I'll say one word of advice: if it is your house where you live or property, try to ensure that you retain what is called a life interest, or in international law a usufruct. Do not give any property to somebody under donate property to somebody, or if you have somebody that you're interested in ensuring that that person is taken care of after you have gone, give that person a life interest in the property. So the other person who is taking advantage of you will have no choice but to wait for that other person to pass themselves before they can get the property.
And listening to y'all, I hear y'all making a statement like saying like people should leave will like to their children. But to me, through my experience, I disagree. For people to leave will for children and children don't care about you. If you're going through, probably you're sick, you're suffering, they never take care of you. To me, like what I experienced, to me, if today or tomorrow I will have something and I have children, and these children wasn't there for me, they didn't take care of me, I was sick lying down, and it's a stranger that come and take care of me. Well, I don't care how they feel, I will give the stranger everything. That's right. How I feel.
That's why you have lots of people leaving to cats
and
charities.
Thanks a lot.
You're very right, caller, because I was telling, we were discussing it in the break. Your children are not, you're not entitled to what your parents have. It is not yours. It is not automatically yours, and a lot of children don't understand that. Your parent can leave what they have to anybody, not necessarily you. If you don't have a will, then the children who didn't take care of you get it. But if you know that that's an issue, that is a circumstance where you really ought to leave a will.
And here's another question. I have a teenage son from a previous marriage. His mother died, but I didn't tell my present wife about the child because he was born after I married my second wife. I have delayed writing a will because of this, but watching this program has made me realize I need to do something. It's been turmoil because I even thought of just naming him in the will, and my second wife will find out then. What would your guest recommend I do? If I name him in the will he get what I leave for him?
Yes, if he's named in the will, he will get it. The wife will find out at your death, and you have to ask yourself whether you want to run the risk of her finding out or run the risk of leaving your child without anything, because he certainly will not be able to get anything from you if you do not leave something for him under the will, because by law you are not a single man. You are a married man, and he will not be able to inherit from you. I would put it in the will, and perhaps you need to inform your wife. But you do not need to inform your wife, because a will is a private thing, and you can have a will without your wife finding out the contents of your will until after you're dead.
I don't know about that. Not to inform the wife, and then you know, then that some child just turns up and says that was my father too, and then this wife is mourning for her husband, and then this person is turning up. I suppose we're all different. I mean, what would you do with something like that, Lana? I think it's a strange one. It's a predicament, but.
He may have to have a second death.
No, I mean, seriously, you know.
No, but it's a child. He didn't ask to be born.
Yeah, I
and
know.
the father wants to leave something for him, and the only way he'll be able to do that is by leaving it in a will. He
Then
ought
it's
to tell
wise
his
for
wife
him.
before.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. He should tell
But
the
he ought
wife.
to. But if he doesn't, it may be that he will never be in a position to tell her. But leave the thing for the child.
But that is a very difficult thing that you have to think about, and perhaps you should see an attorney and see what they advise you to do. This is the Law Factor Live on DBS. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, so if you have any questions, this is the time for you to think about calling us or sending it to us, because we haven't got much time left. So stay with us whilst we go to the break, and we'll be right back with some more of your questions.